I think sometimes we think too hard about how we get new inquiries for our business. Sometimes it's as simple as just meeting new people and providing value. And I think that really has been the main driver in our success in our business, is just being a genuine person. So many times I hear from vendors of like people just cold emailing, just straight up just asking if they could be on their vendor list. Like that is just, it makes sense in our brains sometimes, but it's just like a heartless way of doing it. And really what you want to do is just be a genuine person. Think if you're going to be in this industry for 10, 15, 20 years, you got to make real connections that you can grow with throughout your journey. So the best way to do that for step one for us has been like just meeting all the venues in the area. Because we had been in this industry for a few years, but we hadn't met a lot of the venues we really wanted to work at. So we thought about like, how can we provide real value to these venues that makes them see the work that we do and see how we show up on wedding days and just be excited to work with us and just be appreciative of what we can do. And that's when we kind of developed like a venue tour pitch that we would pitch to venues. And this has been a great thing where we can provide them value. So we go to them and we film a whole tour video touring their venue, me interviewing them, asking them questions about their venue. And so we create this whole piece of content that we can post on YouTube and Instagram, and they can put on their website. And we get to meet them in person. It creates this whole relationship, and it gives them so much value. And it also gives us value because we're giving our audience information about venues and what these venues have to offer. And then also when people come to us, then I can help them know which venue would really fit for them, because there's some venues that fit for certain people a lot better. And so when you come up with an idea to meet these venues in person and provide them with real value, and you be a real person and you create a real relationship, then you can like start to create a real friendship. And then you will also, in turn of creating and getting to be friends with more people, you get your name out there and you'll get more inquiries. And so kind of how we followed through with this whole system is, number one, reaching out to all the venues, saying hello, and then pitching this idea of a venue tour. For you, maybe if you don't do YouTube or if you don't do video, you could just do pictures. You could do pictures and you could still interview them, or you could simply just take your phone and set it up and interview them and then take videos throughout the venue. If you're a photographer, that would be amazing for your audience. People love iPhone videos and just real authentic videos like that. And I would totally do that. So just think of something that you could pitch to them. So number one, hitting them up, pitching them this idea to them. And number two is showing up, setting up your date to meet them, and do 100% the best work possible. It's free, but it's not free because it's so valuable for you in the long run and it's valuable for them. So do the best work possible. So many times I've heard either people in the industry knowing what we do, showing up to venues saying we should be charging them and for these big videos we're giving them. But it's like, no, that's not the point. The point is to offer them value. Because when we offer them value, we can create a relationship, and then we can be partners during the long run. We can send them inquiries and they can send us inquiries. And that friendship means so much more than just charging people for a video that people probably won't even ask for in the first place. So after you create the video or create the content and you send it to them, that's when I usually follow up and just ask, like, if usually at that point they've already told me they're gonna add us to the vendor list, but at that point if they haven't, then I'll just simply ask like, hey, if you guys have any couples that are looking for a photo and film team, or in your case, a photo team or a film team, or both, maybe you are a husband or wife photo and film team, we would love it if you could send them our way, just so we could see if we're a good fit for each other. And venues are so excited to do this for you. And another way that we've really worked on building that engagement and following through is we'll send flyers to venues with content that we've created when we're there. So even when we're doing videos, we'll take pictures. And on these flyers is a picture of the venue. Actually, let me grab one real quick. So here's an example of what we created. Has a picture of the venue on the front, a QR code, and it says, scan to talk with us, inquire here. So the venues love it because there's also promoting pictures of them. It's promoting content of them. It's not just you showing your stuff. And then on the front, we have pictures of us and then some words about us. So this is just a great template to just create, and it makes venues more excited to share this because it has their photo on it. If you just send them your stuff, they might share it, but they're not gonna be excited about it. Venues have been so pumped to share this because it has their venue on it. And then another step for this is creating this QR code. We use Flowcode, And that way we can track. We make an individual QR code for each venue. And that way we can track, number one, if venues have even gotten it. Number two, if they are really sharing it. And then if we can see a venue sharing it a ton and we're getting a lot of inquiries, we're gonna send them more, because then it's like, okay, you guys are really promoting it and we appreciate that. So it's so important to have that data to track that. So I challenge you this month, hit up all the venues in your area. I don't care if it's 10, 20, 30, create a pitch, create a personalized email or DM to send to them and hit them up. Set up a date to go and visit them. It doesn't all have to be this week or this month. You can stretch it out for a few months. At the start of this year, we hit up, I think, 30 venues, and we went to them all in the span of a few months. And that created so much engagement for us, and it was amazing to genuinely meet these people who are behind the venues, hear their heart, hear their story, hear their passion, and show that with our audience. It was just so valuable and such a fun project. And I genuinely know that this is gonna help your business if you do something like this. So the second step, if you wanna get 5 more inquiries this month, is free photo shoots. You've probably heard some people talk about it. You might think they're crazy. But at the end of the day, they're not free photo shoots. So here's kind of a system we've been doing. We reach out to couples that we would want to work with in the future that are just dating or super freshly engaged. And we hit them up with an idea of just pitching like, hey, we would love to do a couples photo shoot. And this does 2 things. Number one, it does help our engagement because we're showing our audience that we're working with new couples. But it does a second thing. The second thing is we are getting into a new friend group and circle. So each time you do that, it's like you're just kind of spreading a web. Like, okay, you're gonna go meet over here, and you're gonna meet this friend group, and you're gonna go over here and meet this friend group, and go over here and meet this friend group, and you're gonna connect all these friend groups. And it's just like, if you do, we've done, I think 30 of them in the past few months, you're gonna meet so many people that already know people, and you're gonna get in all these friend groups. And then in these friend groups, whether if you book that couple or not, that's totally fine. But what you're doing is you're getting to meet new people, you're getting to show your work, you're getting to show up as you and show how amazing you are at doing your job. And you're gonna create this amazing content for them. And they're gonna be super pumped. It was totally free, and you're not asking anything. You're just showing up and doing the work, and that's it. And you're getting to get into all these friend groups, and that's so important because the second step of this is we love to create a sneak peek post. So before we send in the whole pics, we create a sneak peek post, and we make like 10 photo carousel. It can be simple, cool, whatever. And then we invite both of the people in the couple as collaborative. And we send in a DM, we don't make them do it, we just say, hey, we posted some sneak peeks. If you guys wanna see them, share them to your feed. You can accept this collab, and it'll be on your feed too. So we just let them know. And 90% of the time they accept. And every time you're gonna gain more followers. You're gonna gain more engaged couples. It might be around 10 people a couple, but if you do this 30 times, that's 300 engaged followers. Not engaged, but like engaged people who want to see your content. And that's just natural growth. That's a lot of work for those followers, but if you do 10 of these shoots and you book one person and that's a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 wedding, then these aren't free shoots. Average them all together and see how much you're getting paid per shoot, and I guarantee you're gonna wanna keep doing these. And you're just gonna continue to grow your business so fast if you just keep on doing these free shoots. This has been the most valuable thing we've ever done. It's just getting to meet couples, meet them in person, meet them where they are, and just show who you are and be excited to meet them, and be a real person and offer this value. And that's kind of the connection between both of these, of working with the venues and working with the couples, as you're providing so much value to them that they just want to share who you are and what you do, because you're being such a nice person and you're just genuinely giving them something they're super excited about. So those are my 2 ways I would try to get 5 new inquiries this month, is reach out to some couples you want to work with. Send them a pitch about how you want to do a free shoot with them and just be a real person. And then same thing with venues. Reach out to venues and ask them if you can come film. And then my final follow-up on that is one thing we've worked really great with us, with the venues and with the couples, is at the end of it, we just ask if they would like to write us a review. And that way we can build up our reviews. So this way, when you post the photos, you post the videos, you not only post that and then share on your story the review from the couple, because they're always super excited to at least leave you a review. And so yeah, that is, I guarantee you, if you get to work on this, you're gonna get more inquiries this month.